What's people doing? We're back here again with Yume Nikki. It's been like what, a year and a half, 2 years, a decade, something like that. Wake up, sleepyhead. It's time to go to bed. We're back with this game. I don't know what more to say about that. It's been a while, so it seems worth reviewing what we're here to do. We are here to get all the effects, I think, and then put them all into eggs in this other room, I think, and we presume that will lead us to the final sort of culminative area. So if you use the effects in these rooms... Oh, wait, I thought using them here made them into an egg. And this is a different button you press to eggify them. Tutorial, remind me how to do this. Alright, never mind. Ah, number key 5 in the room of doors. Right, okay. Boom. Like that. Right, okay. And what I seem to remember is if you went in a door and then left again... Ugh, nightmares. I don't want to go here yet. They sort of organize themselves, so it's clear that there's like a specific amount. So looking at the ones we have here, you can see it's sort of, they're forming like 2 circles, kinda. And I think I forget how it is that we decided this. Oh right, it was in the 8-bit world, it showed you a slightly more comprehensive list of like where all the effects were, and I think we counted that there were 24 or something? Was it 24 or 48? I can't remember. Interesting that that one says devil when you pick it up, but Oni in your menu. I guess there's more or less the same thing. It's such a satisfying noise. But also important to note is that since last time I played this, in the comment of episode 7, which I believe was the last episode I made of this, it was very kindly commented to me that not only do some of the effects have an effect when you use the interact button, so for instance the knife, if you're near something knifeable, you hit just the interact button and you gut it, but by pressing the 2 key? 1 key. The 1 key. I think it's just the 1 key that does it. They have other effects sometimes. So for the knife, it switches hands. I don't know that really does anything. I remember experimenting with it once I'd been told that, and I found out what a lot of them did. The traffic light does exactly what you'd expect it to do, which it turns it from go to stop, which actually stops any NPCs in the area. And I know one place that'll be very useful for. There was that bit in the checkered boarded area. In the same area where we found our corpse in a wardrobe, there was one of those murder ostrich things that was blocking our path. So if we stop it, we'll actually be able to get through there, which would be great. And I bet it'll be useful for other areas as well. The frog, he does a little hop, I think. Yeah, so what that is for, I couldn't really precisely say. I don't know if all of them do have anything quest pertinent, to be honest. And for the umbrella, I think it twirls it. Yeah, for the snow woman, which I think there's like a mythological creature that's like this as well, right? It's like a person in the snow who covers their face and then bad stuff happens to you if you meet them because they're a monster. One doesn't appear to do anything for this one. The eye palm... Oh, does it just take you back to this room, I guess? Right, okay, the eye palm takes you back to this room. That can be useful, I guess. The smallifying one, you multiply, I think, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that has any application. And then at some point you hit a maximum. You can turn it off, right, by doing that. It doesn't appear as there's a way to make the doubles disappear. Oh, I lied. 3 makes them disappear in a very gory way. Oh, that's creepy and weird. Sorry, I'm just getting used to our skills now before we get in here, so I have an idea of what sort of things that might be useful for areas we've already been to. This one changes the filter of that's over the place now, which is as you'd expect from a neon one. Does the faceless ghost do anything? Your head does that. Okay, cool. Got it. Great. Awesome. That's something we're going to be doing a lot, probably. Towel. You sneeze in a really startling manner. The lamp. Does it light up? Oh, you can turn the lamp off. That's kind of cool. At will. While walking and all. Does Blondie, like, swish your hair or something? Oh, you sit down. That's weird. Sitting down, known skill of blonde people. Oh, wasn't there someone who was, like, sitting in a room somewhere? Maybe we could sit with them and that would do something. What does the Oni do? It makes the error noise. I don't know if that's meaning there's something I can't do it here or something. And the traffic light stops people. Did we maybe wait, did I have one episode where I recorded after learning what these effects did? I can't remember. Because somehow I'm having deja vu all of a sudden. Nevertheless, I say it's time to get gone. I'm gonna start heading through this neon one because I think, if this is the one I'm thinking of... Yeah, I think this is how you get to Red Heck, right? And in Red Heck, I believe, is where that checkerboard place is. There are a lot of places we should recheck now that I know that I know about these skills, but especially Red Heck comes to mind. Because that's where the checkerboard was, and that's where I know of a specific instance in which it would be useful to be able to stop NPCs. So let's have a demonstration now, though, just so we can be sure that's how this goes. Boop! Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's indefinite as well. It's just a superpower that you possess until I guess you turn the traffic light off. Yep, now everyone goes back to normal. And I mean, you could also just deactivate it while you have it on. I'm pretty sure this is how you get to Red Heck. I don't remember the particular doorway you get to get there. Is this a doorway? No, these three are all different things. Right, okay. Well, this one looks unique. Nope. I remember the doorway to Red Heck being like a black doorway. But I also gotta remember that often the effects are not obviously like on a big pedestal or anything. They'll just be a certain NPC that is slightly out of place. Or more than slightly out of place, as the case may be. In a way, I'm a little nervous to start recording this game again, because my hope is to get at least one effect per episode, so that we're constantly making progress. But, you know, in a game as unguided as this, there's not necessarily a guarantee of that at any point. So it's possible that what I'll end up doing is I'll have to not use this one quite as often. This was the one that gave us the neon, right? I think so. I'll have to break my schedule a little and only release this game like every 7 days rather than every 4 days or something like that if I'm not able to find the way forward. And presumably when we get down to like the last 5 or so, I'm probably gonna have to use a guide because it's a pretty massive world. Okay, does anyone remember how to get to the Red Heck from here? I think it's just at the end of this long way. You know, one of the really weird and like kind of gets into your mind thing about this game is it's rare, but it has happened to me before where like a world in a dream recurs. Like I have a dream of the same world I was in, and I can like take the same paths and it'll be the same place, even if it's a place that's not real and I've never been there. So it's weird that this game is like kind of accurate in that there are some consistencies between teams, even though they should just be whack-ass crazy and have no meaning to them whatsoever. We're gonna probably want to put the traffic light on here as well, because there are death ostriches haunting our every steps. I believe it was from the Red Heck here that you got to the checkerboard place, but I cannot remember what exit it was. And even if I did, I sure as heck didn't remember where it was. This traffic light is going to be an absurdly useful power, though. I just realized what her walking reminds me of. It reminds me of Bomberman, because she's got big red shoes and her shoes are all squeaky. I can't actually find any exit out of this place, let alone the... Oh, okay, well, there's one over there, but I seem to remember that one bringing you somewhere else. I'm not quite sure. Where did I put the map of this game, anyway? I did have a map at one time. Well, I was building maps for each area, and I got somewhat far into a map of this place, which would have been really helpful. This is where I came from, is it not? Is it? Let me check. Yep. I keep holding shift like it's gonna help me sprint, when there is no sprint. I wonder if we get an effect that lets us sprint later. That would be cool. Like I've said before in this playthrough, the game said on the title screen, it says like version 0.24 or something like that, and I've never known, and I'm like afraid to look it up until I beat it, because I'm just like, this seems like the kind of game you would find spoilers for very quickly. That looks like something important. I don't know if it's checkerboard, checker heck, but I bet it's important. But I still don't know if the game was actually left in a technically unfinished state. I believe you can complete it, but I don't know if that itself is part of the weirdness of the game. Like, it's not actually in version 0.24, that's just what it says on the title screen kind of thing. Okay, I am gonna have to turn this off to get you to, which button is it? There we go. It's just to get that pathway clear. But I do know this game was sort of, has some form of cult following, and it spawned a number of fan games and similar things. Or so I tend to think, anyway. I can't remember if Dream Diary, which is the 3D one, which I also would love to play on the channel, although I've heard it's not as good. I don't know if it's made by the same people. Or a person. I'll definitely have to do some more research on it. Golly, it spawned me right beside that monster. I'm really glad I had the stop on because I was scratching my hair. Does this take you out to the checkerboard heck? No, this brings you out to, like, the woods or something, right? Is it the same if you go down from here? Yeah, they both seem to bring you out to this sort of like quasi-woods area. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm pretty sure the checkerboard was a one you could get to from Red Heck. Hey, how's it going? Just a question to note. Can they catch me if I'm stopped, if they've stopped time? No, they're completely harmless when I've stopped time. That's good. Thankfully these things aren't. I'm able to use them still. Sorry for the stuttering, by the way. I mean, it is just sort of the way. I believe this game is made in RPG Maker based on everything about it, and there is some amount of that is just the engine. Oh, this one doesn't take you anywhere. I thought this one took you somewhere, actually. What if I'm an eye palm? What if I hit you with a knife? Yeah! Does it die eventually, or am I just being horrible by cutting at its knees? Okay, sorry thing. Let there be light. Let there be snow. Let there be frog. Boing. Okay, I'm sorry for stabbing you. It was just an experiment. Oh, now it's snowing. Pretty. I would believe this game being in version 0.24 because there are like a handful of bugs here and there. Stuff like if you don't click on the snow woman button again, then the snow keeps going and stuff. Although that could be intentional, I guess. And just the odd weird thing where, like, when you pick up the devil, it's the Oni, it says devil, and when you, in your menu, it says Oni. Now there's a staircase. Where does this lead? Is this just a spooky 8-bit place? Does anyone remember? Oh, out here. Well, let's have a look anyway. Oh, the music is cool out here. Wow, it's still snowing. I kind of dig it. Let's keep the snow. I very much like being able to walk over the traffic light now. I could just be like, all right, nobody move. I'm coming through and I'm a scared child. I'm unaccompanied. And I insist that you stop. In a weird way, even though this game is unsettling and cryptic, it can be very therapeutic because sometimes it's cool to just kind of like, I mean, it's a cool world to just kind of get lost in. It's like I don't know, like looking at a really psychedelic painting. It just breaks all the rules that your brain thinks should be there, and that kind of, in a way, is very satisfying and comforting. Kind of puts you in a zen state. You're just like, yeah, man, whatever. I mean, like, that toilet has a mouth, and I stopped it with my stoplight, man, because I'm a traffic light, dude. The murder hostage was there, man, but I just told him that wasn't cool, bro. And then I saw this thing, and I got fatten. Oh, wow. I got an effect. I didn't even need to go anywhere new for it. Cool. I guess I just didn't have this one before? Balloon in size. Wow, I am ballooned. I can press 1 to make my stomach growl. Well, we can end this episode because I got an effect. I'm not going to though, because I didn't do what I meant to, what I came here to do. Oh wow, when this one is unpaused, it's just munching. Huh, weird that I've never been here. I guess I must have thought it was repeating or something and given up on exploring it. But this is part of the reason I'm not willing to use a guide just yet, because there are just still plenty of places I haven't really explored thoroughly. I've only got about 7 hours in the game and all, and it is a game that demands a bit more than that. I love the sparseness of it too, because it's a challenging game in the sense that you need to pay careful attention to your surroundings and where you've been, and it's cryptic, and there are some puzzles that are like slightly obscure, but it's not a challenging game because it's overflowing with like high stakes mechanics or anything like that. I love the sparseness of it in that sense. I'd love to make a game like this if I were ever to actually complete one of my long-standing projects. I'd love to make one that was sort of this sparse, psychedelic, absurdist kind of experience, even if it had a bit more of a narrative drive to it. I wouldn't want to lose this kind of vibe. I mean, look at the screen right now. This is art right here. Of a sort. Oh, what's with the 4 lamps there? Does something come out of the water there if I hit go? Go! No, maybe not. Oh, and especially right now, I could really use a game like this. This thing brings you somewhere if you walk over here, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't. It looks a little neon colored, because does it have any thoughts if I change the color of the world? Doesn't seem to. It also kind of reminds me of Majora's Mask, and I'm probably reaching a bit deep here, but one of the big themes about Majora's Mask is that you're like a young kid on the cusp of learning who they are, kind of, in a way. And so you're trying out all these different identities along the way. But of course, none of them are really you. And there's a bit of that going on with these effects as well. They all sort of kind of like change your identity in some way, or like reduce you to a particular item or archetype. And it's this little kid who's like in an apartment by herself, so it's like, well, I assume she's supposed to be a little kid, and then it begs the question, why does she have an apartment? Maybe she's just alone, but it's like her parents' apartment or something. I mean, why is she cursed to always be in her nightmares anyway? Why is she not allowed to leave her house? Because even when you're awake, you're not allowed to leave, because you're trapped in the dream world in one way or another. There was 1 or 2 other ways to leave this place, right? I'm pretty sure. There were 1 or 2 others. I'm glad we're playing this, actually, because I did have a pretty weird nightmare last night. I was in this, like, 3-foot square room with no, it had lights. It was very tall. It had, like, a light source at the very top, but no doors or windows, so I was basically trapped in there. And for some reason, I was compelled to just kind of walk into each corner and, like, bump my head lightly on it, and I just kept doing that over and over and over again. And then one time I turned around, and there was a broom that hadn't been there before, and it, like, interrupted my flow, and I just started screaming. I mean, it was a weird dream. Who can say what it means? Ah, brilliant. We made it to Checkerboard Heck. Now, normally, when you get right around here, there's an ostrich just right in this middle of this pavilion. Oh, not this one, but the next bend. That murders you to death over the Circus Clown music. Gosh, it's actually a bit farther away than I remember. Maybe it's the next room. I didn't realize there was another room. Been a while it has. Oh man, I'm thrilled to see what's past this. This has been bugging me for like years now, literally, I can say that. It's been bugging me for years, what's past this? This murder ostrich? Now I can use the stop power to find it out. Yes. It was right around here that you would get ambushed, and things would be bad and awful for you. This is the one who prevented me from going any further. Hi, how's it going? I bear you no ill will. Don't you worry about a thing. Looks like the only way to go forward is into this little pyramid over here, so let's do it. But I say we keep stop on for as long as humanly possible, because there could be even more going on here. Oh, interesting. This looks like a place we've already been. So perhaps it's... Oh, is this where you get, the gnome one that we already have? No, that doesn't sound right. I thought we got that in the 8-bit world. This looks like an area we've already been, right? But I don't ever remember seeing this pyramid here. So maybe that actually wasn't anything new and that was just a shortcut between worlds. But if I never found that pyramid, that's probably, evidence that I haven't explored this place thoroughly enough anyway. Although that little thing with the sword just then seems to be a pretty unique one of a kind, so I suppose that was the one that gave me the smaller effect. Alright, I'm combing this place pretty thoroughly now. I'm just going up at about 5. Every time I do a lap around, left and right wise, I'm just gonna comb my way up about 5 squares. This is the door, right? Okay. So absolutely, this has just led us to a place we've already been. That's interesting, though. At least we know we have a shortcut between those two worlds now. And what it suggests is that I've not thoroughly explored this place, otherwise I'd probably have found that, right? Or maybe I just forgot that I found it and I did find it at some point. That's also sounds like something I would do. Oh, hi. You're new. Hello? Oh, that's the pause button. Hi. If I turn this on, are you gonna chase me? Doesn't really seem like it. Hello. Okie doke. Can I get into your bed? Is that cool with you? Oh! Right, don't these somewhere take you to weird places and all? Maybe I should turn my stoplight back on. Do I go up from here? We've been up, down from here before, haven't we? You know, I'm gonna turn the snow off because it's killing the spooky mood of some of these places, isn't it? I'm putting the neon back on. This is fun and cool. Let's try going up. Oh, it brings you out of the bed. Okay, well, we don't want that. Let's go back down. We were down here at one time, weren't we? And then it brought us out to that sort of... It was sort of like a trailer park almost, with that sort of kind of sad music playing. Oh, no, it's this bit under the... Oh. I don't remember an elevator like this. Oh, right, this goes out to that, like, subway train. But what else is... Oh, that didn't bring me out the same spot as when I entered. Whoa. Traffic cone! Is it like Omity? You're gonna see me pulling all the parallels between this game and Omity now that I've played both. Can I slash it with a kitchen knife? Kya! Shing! Guess not. I can go through here, though. We have been here before. Hang on, I'm curious. Let's use the eye palm then. Because I want to know, what is to the left of that elevator door? Maybe there isn't anything. So at least now we know that that was somewhere around here. It was somewhere up. Basically went up until I saw 2 there, and then there was a 1 not far after. I went like a bit farther than it, and then all the way to the right. Oh, hello! What's going on? Candle people! You seem like a fun bunch. Quite bright, I might add. This is like the universal experience of this game. It's like, oh wait, how did I get back to that thing? Also, we got an effect from someone while the time was stopped, right? Like with the traffic light, so that's good to know. We don't have to have time moving to get an effect from a manifestation in the dream world. Right, found it, here we go. Oh, the person who was standing beside it is nowhere to be seen this time. That's a little eerie. Anyway, if we go down from here, and then west of here, there was a path west of here, right? So if we don't go to that elevator, where does it take us? Oh, golly. There's just a fire here. Does it hurt to touch it? Surely there can't be a fire while it's snowing. Aha! Yes! I finally used an effect to an actual effect. I feel so... Oh, I guess rain would have done the same trick, right? It probably would have been smarter, actually. Anyway, thank you, Snow Woman. I'm putting the traffic light on because I'm scared. I love how the description for umbrella is just use an umbrella. It doesn't mention anything about the fact that you completely activate the rain in the world. Oh, wow, interesting. This is some big warehouse. I guess it's a bit broken to walk into an area with, my, stoplight on. Because basically monsters can't hurt me anymore. Would this be a monster that would try and get me? Do you think? Kind of looks like that's what it wants, isn't it? Oh, weird. I don't actually seem to be able to walk this way. Oh, I can walk around this way. Cool, cool, cool. Now, does this thing something I could get an effect from? Pooh hair! Uh-huh. Oh, I shouldn't use it now when this thing might... Well, why not? Is it actually chasing me? I can't tell. Yes, it appears to be, but it doesn't actually seem to be able to do anything if it catches me. So let's try poo hair. Why not? Grow poo hair. Oh, it's just like a hairstyle. You can press 1 to make flies circle. How many flies can we have? A whole halo of flies. Well, that's enough of that, I think. That's not what I meant to do. Oh god, they don't go away? No, but please go away. Oh, they stay where you leave them. That's interesting. I wonder if there's any merit to doing that. I have entered the room that can see... Hello? It's me, Moditsky. I would like to... I don't know what I want. I want out. What if I sneeze on you? Splatcha! Sorry. Got a bad cold, you understand how it is. It looks like an eye, so it's gotta be something to do with light that we do here, right? If it is a power that I have currently. Oh, weird, I can't change the color here. Oh, the eye palm, surely. Now you recognize me as friend, and are cool to— maybe we should just carry on. I'm putting the snow on again. I feel much safer with this thing. I feel like the threat when I have this on, which I guess isn't really a good feeling, but I guess it's better than being killed by these things. Because I would never actually hurt anybody, except for all those times I knifed people. Oh, I'm playing the piano, am I? Or I was for a moment. I'm surprised that one doesn't give me an effect that gives me a piano or something like that. Cool then, here we go. Oh, we got 2 effects now, haven't we? Pooh hair and, the other thing we got. Oh, does it end here? Shocking. Kinda suspected there would be more in here, but nevertheless, behind that, wall of fire, we did find that— oh, is this a bed? It's like a spaceship. Cool. This one doesn't seem to teleport you, however. So I guess that's all to do here. If we got the poo hair from behind the fire, then I'm convinced that that's progress anyway. Onward we go. And of course that number 135 out of 152 means who knows what. Oh, you know what it probably is? That they're probably using the experience stat that an RPG would have to measure the number of effects you have, which is why it says E16 there. And so they probably just have to give you an arbitrary amount of experience that you level up. I see. Clever. That's probably what it is. Oh, wait a moment. Is there actually a way out of here now? Oh, weird. This isn't where it took— this isn't how we got in here, right? That eye room is gone. Well, I guess it's, eye palm time for us, or maybe we'll pinch our cheek and head back to the real world just for a breath of fresh air. Yeah, so nice to meet you. I wonder if there's any other way I could help you with your doings here. Do you need a frog noise to help you with your music? Maybe you're trying to make it a rave in here. Oh, no rave in here for us. I'll give you a sick beat. Okay. Look what I can do, whoa! Okay, none of this thrills you. Perhaps I shall just sit and contemplate your music. That is boring, I'm going away. See ya. Owie, 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 owie. Up we get. Might as well just have a look around the room and see if— whoa, is my hair doing a funky thing? Or does it always sway aside like that? Huh, I'm not sure. How's the moon? Looking still lovely, Good and fine and good. We're still not going out here, yes? Nope. Shall we play eggplant jump? I can't believe my high score was 30, that doesn't sound— oh, I understand why. I have no talent. Get me out. Actually, I wonder if there's an effect that you need to play the game to get. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Wait, nothing happens if you go into bed in the dream world, right? Yeah, that's right. You have to go through the door to get into the room of doors for anything to happen. Very well then, since we've covered the checkerboard thing, which is what I wanted to cover, and then we cover all the things we found from there, just pick a random door now? This one. Where does this take us? Oh, pretty! I dig it. Alright, let's try and be as thorough as we can here. See how wide this place is. I'm just gonna walk to the right, see when we hit our, door again. Alright, but there are some rooms where it doesn't happen, right? Where walking left and right will be different than walking up and around somewhere. But it seems to be that this is not one of those rooms. I usually go up. Let's start by going down this time, then. I'll walk so that these trees are just at the top of my vision, and then comb all the way to the right. Would it be wise to actually have the stop on, in case there's a wandering entity around here who I might miss because they're walking around? You know, I'm gonna do that, actually. This is such a useful effect. There was that point earlier when there was a river that we discovered at some point, and I tried using the frog to get in, but that was before I knew you could press 1 for the alternate effect, so maybe that little frog hop does help you with water. We'll have to bear it in mind. Righty, let's have a look in these igloos, shall we? This is prime real estate up here in Canada. If you had an igloo at school, you were basically the cool kid. It was like owning a nice fancy car. But better. As yet, nothing special in either of them. Of course, igloos are special all in themselves. All Canadians love igloos. Oh, hello! Nice to meet you. Maybe I should turn time back on before trying to— maybe if I sit down with you, we can have a nice chat. Okay, no, actually, this is getting kind of creepy. Sorry. Now, what might wake you up? Sneeze, I guess. Or my stomach growling. Both of those are noises. Which one is louder? Grrr. Not that. I mean, I guess I don't have to wake you up. There's no reason I should need to. Doink. The sound of my own head popping off of my neck was pretty loud, I thought. What does this do again? Still nothing. It's gotta be like a very particular time and place for that one. I guess the frog kind of ribbits when it jumps. Wait, where's the sneeze? It's towel, right. Gotcha! Man, you'd think that would wake someone up. Guess not. Rest easy then. Oh, I look so cozy in my towel. I want to get a sleeping bag to put over my self-flight right she's got right now, but whatever, I'm doing it. Oh no, my sleeping bag's on my wall, I have to use a blanket. This would make a great game to play at nighttime as well. Very well, if not in the igloos, then, shall I be off? I suppose we shall. Is this where we found Snow Woman in the first place? I mean, it seems like the place, right? But I can't remember. Oh, it's an interesting... Oh, there's a bed here. Does it bring you anywhere fun? Or does it only bring you to scary places? Or maybe it doesn't bring you anywhere at all. Yeah, it doesn't seem to bring you anywhere. I think usually if it's gonna bring you anywhere, it teleports you pretty immediately. Alright, I've made my way back to the igloos, so we've made a loop. Time to go down even further. Hello, sorry to bother you again. Oh, more igloos. Hello, this must be your place. You're inviting me in? That's so kind of you while time has stopped. I've seen it. It was lovely. You're a wonderful host. Thank you, bye. Using that as a anchor point, reference point, whatever you want to call it. I'll carry on further. Oh, hello. That looks important. You must have been where I got the Snow Woman one. Right, okay. So in that, usually there's only one in an area, so if there's gonna be one, there's only gonna be one. So I'm convinced we can leave now, more or less. Was there any other... Wasn't there like a factory in somewhere in this place? Huh, an igloo all by itself. What do you make of that? Oh, this is how you get to Candyland, isn't it? Or like the Magicant adjacent place. Right, or it's at least one way. This place is pretty hard to forget. It makes it look like it's all made of rock candy or something. Can't remember if we were ever stumped in this place. There was this weird thing where there was like a ring toss game at the end, and then in that there was a house with some person, and I never tried sitting down with them. Maybe that's something to do. Although thus far in my experience, it's usually been like, if you're meant to get something out of the way, it's like blocking your path, like the fire, or like that weird blob thing we haven't been able to deal with yet. Or this balloon. Oh, they're teleports. Oh, that's right. So does that mean if I were to take a knife to it, I wouldn't be able to pop it and get to the other side? No, it's just a teleport. That's right. That's a shame. You walk even slower in the water. Maybe the frog doesn't. Oh yeah, the frog works faster in the water. Oh, wicked. Hopping doesn't seem to do anything, but you walk faster in the water. That's cool. I love that kind of puzzle solving because it's like... It's not even like a big reveal. It's just something that makes sense. So if you think about the tools you have on hand, often you can come up with the odd solution here or there. It's what makes it's part of what makes this game so addicting, is you always feel like there's a chance that your harebrained scheme could work. And there's a balloon up on a thing here, but I don't think we can get up here. That's probably where we would end up if we teleported with another one that was somewhere else. This is what I was talking about, the ring toss game. It doesn't really look like a ring toss game now. They're like weird Christmas trees. But up here there's a house, is there not? Or maybe you can enter one of those big Christmas trees or something. There's some way to get to a building from here. I can't remember how. I get the sense this game is like an inkblot test where like you could probably tell some interesting things about someone based on what they perceive of it. I could have sworn there was like a green balloon in the water somewhere, just sort of sticking in the middle in an innocuous place that brought you out where I'm trying to get to. You know what, all of a sudden I feel like exploring somewhere else, actually. This feels like a thing for another day. I can't really explain why. I guess just because I'm having no luck with it at the moment. Alright, I shall now be Snowy and enter this one that looks like eyeballs and or a stereo speaker. Oh, eyeballs. Eyeballs, absolutely. Definitely eyeballs is what it is. Right, let's parse this place. You must have been where I found the eye hand, or you're one of them anyway. No, right, because the one we found it from actually had an eye for a hand, in the palm of the hand, I think. Probably found it in this room, though. Hey, nice snake come out of your face, partner. Oh, there are some coming out of your shoulders, too, or is that your hair? Nice. Yes, the farm of hands. Homegrown hands. Locally sourced. Hi, nice to meet you. I kiss you, little kissy on the face. That's cute and fun and not scary. Actually, is there anything effect I have that might be useful to a kissy face? Like shit and flies. No, I have no idea what that would do with anything. If I am hand, does hand on face do anything? What about ghost? I don't have a face, but you do. Go teamwork. You have a face but no head, and I have a head but no face. Perhaps I shall sit and contemplate the kiss for a moment. Was it wet? Was it sloppy? Was there too much throttling involved? Alright, contemplate it. Yes to all of those. I'm being cold again. Oh yeah, there's just kind of a pair of legs hanging out. Hey, how's it going? There's nothing up here that I would be bothering, right? In this torso area? Nah, it's probably fine. Wait just a dang second here. You're bending your legs and then extending them in a kind of jumpy motion. What if I were to, just for sake of argument, do a little hippity hop as the frog? I am like you... Oh, that's weird. Me hopping freezes their animations for a moment, briefly. Nope, they don't seem to have any reaction to that whatsoever. Oh, there's but one leg hippity-hopping by itself over here. How interesting. Ah, this one has the eye. This must be where I got the thing from. And those two are grabby at the eyes. Ah, a bloodstain there. Does this warrant investigation? Ah, nah, they're just crying Kool-Aid again. I think it's normally good. Oh yeah, up here, isn't there something important that brings you somewhere? Oh, no, maybe not. It sort of looks like it would be, doesn't it? If you kind of get in the middle of this. This looks very important, right? Maybe you have to have, the eye palm on. The lamp? Poo hair! Flies! No, I've done... Ah, yes, this looks like a place one could and should enter. So let's do that. Yes. This looks like absolutely like a place one should probably endeavor to go. Even when one does not have access to such a place. This is the place one means to get to. Definitely for sure, I prefer to be in this place. Oh, isn't this the thing where if you hit the lump it goes like, ah! Sorry about that. Just testing to make sure my memory is accurate. It is not my preference to hurt people so gentle as you are. Oh, there's a teleporty here. Is there any benefit to doing this? As in, does it take you to a place that is good? Oh, red heck, is it? I didn't realize there were more exits that I hadn't taken just yet. Well, let's not go there for now. Let's check the other places this has to offer. Other places this place has to offer. Sorry, for reasons that are probably obvious if you heard what I said earlier, I didn't get much sleep last night. Oh, interesting. This doesn't actually lead us to another room. Sorry, I didn't take a turn that I could have not taken over here, did I? This is the only way to go? This only serves as a portal to Red Heck, then. I guess so. Then let me wander around in Red Heck for a bit and see if there's any other exit I can find. I seem to remember there being one or two that we still haven't found yet. As in, one or two that we found before that we haven't found yet today. This vending machine seems important, doesn't it? If you hit it, does anything happen? There are a few vending machines like this, though, right? Do they all make squeaky noises? Yeah, there's something like that. Don't believe I've as yet found a good way to make, these do anything. What was the other new effect we got today? The poo hair and the fatten. Does my growling stomach make the vending machine do anything? I guess not. I'll just leave those flies as a memento that I was here. Oh, I just considered they can be trail markers for you. Oh, that's probably what they're best used for, if they stick around like that. You don't have to put them all at the same spot. I've been mashing them, because I wasn't sure what it was for until just now. But that's probably what it is. What an utterly unique game this is, that you can say, I turned my hair into poo so that flies came to eat it and I used them as trail markers so that I didn't get lost at the circus. Oh, hello. Were we here already? Or is this the beginning? Ah, this is checker heck. Alright, I'm convinced I'm not gonna find anything today. So right, you can't pinch your cheek if you don't have hands. That is an important thing. Can you do it if your hands are under a towel? Yes, you can! Yeah. Well, back we get then. Because I've got to get to my dream diary, which I believe is on this desk, right? There we go. Effects 14? More like effects 16. We got 2 effects today, so I consider it an absolute win. Not to mention we solved the mystery of what was behind that checker heck. It was just a portal back to whichever one it was a portal back to, the Candle World. So next time we'll be exploring some more. Hopefully we'll find some more effects. If I was right that it's 24, then we've got 2/3 now, which is pretty swanky. And this is episode 8, so we've been averaging 2 effects an episode, and I'm pretty thrilled about it. Sorry, this is such a weird series. It's a weird game, so it sort of defies natural Let's Play convention and all of my instincts. But I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, because I find it just such a cool experience just to go in and be like, what stupid and weird thing will I see today? And will I put it on my head? Next video on the channel is going to be some more Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and that's all for now, so thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Oh boy, this ought to be a hoot. There's an Urka with a star on it!
He made it just in time.
I don't think orcas make a cute noise. Well, I guess they make a number of noises, don't they?